All right, we're back, part 2. So I wanted to change up the scenery a little bit. Going off the last message. The last message was talking about making the decision, making the more right decision. Even if you don't know which way to go. If you need to take a leap of faith and you taking that leap of faith for your children and you taking that leap of faith for yourself. If you don't have children, you taking a leap of faith. You trust in God that this ain't my life. This ain't all it has to be. Okay, this is the time. I got a decision to make, and whether that's to stay or go. You know what I'm saying? You got a decision to make, whether it be a job, okay, a relationship, where you want to live. You got a decision to make. If you got a decision to make, don't make your decision out of fear. Make it out of, I trust God. I trust myself, my ability. He's given me, I got all the tools in my toolbox, so he's going to connect me with those who do. If I don't, people are going to just randomly cross my path and want to give me things. Whether it's dropping a few jewels on me, giving me knowledge and wisdom. I'm going to connect with some new friends. They're going to give me knowledge and wisdom. Okay? So you always want to, when you're making a decision, do not make it out of fear. Make it like, I'm going to be all right, because you will. Like I said in part 1, you're going to be rewarded for that. So keep that in mind. But moving on, okay? A lot of people don't know their place. Always know your place. Okay? So this message is for everybody. Whatever predicament you are in, whatever situation you are in, whatever it is, as long as you know your place, you cannot go wrong. You cannot. Know your rightful place. Don't overplay your hand. Okay? If you know you done signed up to be somebody's side chick, and to each their own, you know, do your thing. Do your thing. Or side dude. Do your thing. But don't be up here trying to make somebody's life a living hell. Because you signed up to be on the side, but you want a little extra attention here and there. Don't do that. Don't take your information to nobody's front door just because things ain't going right in your side chick or dude position. Let that man or that woman find out what they need to find out on their own. Don't you do it. Your position, you knew the position that you signed up for when you signed up for it. So play it. Okay? If you somebody's husband or wife, play your position. You know what you are meant to provide as a husband or a wife. Or you should. Because why else would you be married? Why? You know what you're supposed to provide. So you got to show up and be that. You know? You got to be whatever that person needs you to be. Be it for yourself. If it not, marriages don't work out every day. Trust me. I know. Ask me how I know. Okay? So, but be who it is that you need to be to that person. If you cannot provide that for that person, it is selfish for you to make their life a living hell. Okay? For everybody else playing on the outskirts of things, you got to learn to mind your business. Don't go interjecting your comments in somebody else's stuff. Okay? Don't be trying to manipulate somebody else how you want their life to be or something like that. Let me tell you something. The message came down, the mind your business message. That is a specific message. And it came to me because it's so many people that don't, okay, it's just like a stray bullet, right? It wasn't meant for you. You in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some other people got their own business that's happening around you somewhere. Okay? You just happen to be there, but it misses the person it's going to, and it goes to you. That's a prime thing. That's what happens when you don't mind your business. You got to mind your business. And if you really out here purposely interjecting yourself into somebody else's stuff, trying to manipulate situations, to ruin relationships, to ruin somebody's job, their career, to ruin their possessions. If you're interjecting yourself in that just to cause havoc, or just because maybe you're trying to break somebody up because you're a sister or a brother and you're trying to break people up because it's going the people being together, it's going to mess up what you got going on. So you're trying to, throw a little salt here and there, plant seeds. Could be a mom, could be a dad, could be a sister, could be a brother, could be a cousin, could be a friend. This for anybody who don't know how to mind their business. You've got to know when to mind your business, because whatever happened, when that person realizes, if they ever realize that you were manipulating them the entire time and you ruined what they had built up for themselves, or something that they had that felt so good to them, and now they're sitting around and they're sad every day and they're wanting that old thing back that you had your hand in doing, they gonna come for you. I don't know. They're gonna come for you. And in that time, something could be meant for you. You ain't in the wrong place at the wrong time, because they know where you stay. So don't know how to mind your business. And if somebody getting their own tea and they getting their own, if everything they done been putting out, they're getting their own energy back, it's best that you stay away from that. If everybody is he and ha, and like I said, and don't do it. Go watch Don't Do It, y'all. But if somebody is he and ha, right? And they know it's some foul stuff going on. It's going down. You heard? It's some foul stuff going on. And you know that somebody probably at home crying, or somebody probably somewhere struggling, or somebody is that person is left in a pickle due to your hands. God, he ain't gonna be pleased. Always keep your hands clean, because that he and that ha about somebody else's situation, that could be you. It's like suicide to you. You're killing yourself. Watch your tongue. Watch your mouth, because you never know who you're talking about, and you never know who you're laughing at. You never know that plot that you had to try to. You just never know the purpose of somebody being in somebody else's life. Okay? So it's kind of like one of those things. Like, say you want your old thing back. You try to expeditiously ruin whatever this person, a person and another person got going on, but you don't know the intention of God having them in that person's life. So now you stepping in his way. So be careful with that. Because maybe the person that was in your person's life that you want back, maybe y'all were just on a break. Maybe this person that God put in this person's life was going to come through, help them grow up, teach them a few lessons. And maybe things would have just naturally, people would have went their own separate ways, because some people are just in people's lives for a season, y'all. When did that change? People be so threatened with people out the gate. What? Somebody new in their life? Oh my gosh, we just broke up. Why? They're not waiting on me after 6 months. What's going on? Or they're not waiting on me after 2 days. What's wrong? Whatever. Maybe that last time was the last time. And maybe it would be your justice for this person to grow up. And maybe God was trying to do his job. And maybe when this person grew up, you two would have reconnected, and that person would be who you wanted them to be. Because taking them back in 2 days, they still the same person they were when y'all didn't work out. See what I'm saying? But now, this what happens. Since you interjected into something that God was trying to do, you got to deal with that. It's called minding your business. I know how to mind mine, but it's so many people who don't know how to mind their business. Okay? So that's the lesson. You never know what God is doing. When God working in people like, oh, he don't work in people's lives no more. Everybody trying to play God. Why? Don't do that. Don't do that. So just mind your business. Stay in your role. If you're somebody's sister, be their sister. If they're grown. If you're somebody's brother, be their brother. If they're grown. If you're somebody's mother, be their mother. After your child is grown, let your child be grown. Okay? If you're their father, if your child is grown, let your child be grown. Sister, cousin, friend, baby mama, baby father, know your position, know your role. Know where you sit. Know where the boundary in the line, know where it is. Because you don't want to be on the end where you think you want to play God, so you manipulating. This is for people who maliciously and hatefully, in envy, in hate, in greed, or whatever, they plot. So there was a specific message for people like that. If you plot in something and you never know what God's intention is in that whole scenario that you interjected yourself into, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. Because now you done messed up the whole grand operation. Done blew the whole thing up. Because you knew when you went manipulating that the person's mind you were playing on wasn't strong enough to fight off what you were telling them. But just because of the position that you hold. But that's another lesson that they will have to learn, okay? Now they're going to learn a harsh lesson and you are too. So anyway, that concludes part 2. Okay, I said I was going to break these up. In the beginning of part 1, I did say I was going to break up the videos if they run too long. We're at 12 minutes and 30 seconds on this one. So maybe y'all will see me again. Maybe not. Okay, those are the messages though. Y'all have a good one. Bye.